Been thinking about owning a house, and I think I didn't actually realize that I own this house yet. This was a little bit surreal. Look at my cool curtain. It's draped over my clothes rack. It's not a curtain, it's a blanket with a hair clip. I do not have proper curtains at the moment. I just realized I own this house. Isn't that pretty cool? That is so cool. It feels hard to describe. It's kind of like a relief. Yeah, it's a feeling of relief, I'd say. To not have to worry about where to live. I have a place to live, so that's amazing. But what about food? And then I realized at the moment I might not have enough fruit trees and vegetables in the garden, but there's a little village shop and they have veggies, they have food, and I can walk there, you know, just in case if my van decides not to work for whatever reason. I mean, these things do happen. Last winter she didn't want to drive. Her glow plugs died. Yeah, that did not work so well. The cold definitely had an effect on her, so I guess it's just memories of that coming up and thinking, okay, what's the worst case scenario? And I'm just thinking, worst case, I just walked to the little, and there's two of them. There's two little shops, convenience stores in this village, which I can walk to in less than 10 minutes. And I mean, there's really nothing to worry about. It's amazing. It's amazing the amount of relief that I can feel, physically feel and breathe deeply just by knowing that I've got a house, I don't need to worry about not having a roof over my head, and if I need food I can walk to the store if my car breaks. That's amazing. That is amazing. I think it's just starting to sink in right now that everything is actually really great. It's okay. It's good. It's a pretty nice realization to actually have sink in, because usually you're always just kind of like, okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What needs to be better? What needs to be improved? What's the next project? Always busy, 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 busy. And I think I still had some of that, and I probably still do. But I think I'm just starting to realize now that it's okay. Everything's okay. And I don't need to feel that pressure. In fact, maybe I don't need to feel any pressure. Something to ponder. So I'm just admiring this. Hey, Smudge! She always calls for me when she comes through the door. Hello! Hi! Hello, my kitten. Yes, you are adorable, you're right. Good job. All right, so what was I saying? I'm just admiring this beautiful unit with all the amazing things on it. Don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like a plant nursery. Is it a plant nursery? Do you like that carpet, Smudgy? It's going to be so warm in winter. Yeah, warm in winter. That's right. This is a really good carpet. It's obviously not, it's never going to be the cleanest because it's super thick. As you can see, there's a thing, and I just vacuumed this morning, but that's okay. Anyway, back to this. I think this whole unit here, storage unit, it's amazing. It's beautiful. It holds incense there, candle there, chilies behind it, some gourds, watermelon I should probably eat at some point, and plants. Oh, plants. And all of those things in jars, those are healthy little seeds like sesame, pumpkin seed, chia, sunflower seeds, and there's tea behind there. And then there's more tea there, which I've gathered from the garden, like rose petals and marigold and sorrel, etc., etc. And that's a little gift from my friend, actually. Look, it's very pretty. It shines in the sun. or reflects. Pretty. She wrote me a whole long letter. It's really cute. Yeah, really sweet. And this I got in Romania, a monastery actually. Very cool. That's when I was living in van life. And I stayed at a monastery. I definitely recommend that. If you're in Romania, you're in a van, go and stay at a monastery. They're so kind. They gave me food, just so welcoming. Yeah, really definitely recommend that. And here I've got a couple pebbles, just because they seem to just show up. But I think the best of all are the plants, don't you? Aren't they amazing? Oh, I love that. I've got a little salt lamp. It doesn't work, but salt lamp, yay. Yeah, I think the bulb just blew or something. And oh, this traveled with me from Poland. This little guy and this little guy. They were both my little plants in van life. I glued them down with some duct tape in the van. Oh no. So that they don't go flying while I'm driving. So this one and this one, they both had duct tape underneath the pots. This is what I use to strain the reishi tincture and also to strain this, which is ripwort plantain infusion with olive oil. Da-da-da-da. There's leaves in there. I think you can see that sort of. Yeah, so I just kind of infuse that for a while, and then I have a beautiful sort of like a lotion for my skin. Ripwort plantain is very good for your skin. Very healing. Okay, so I was just admiring this for a minute. Glad I could share it with you. A few people have mentioned that the heat from the wood burner is going to be too much for a bed so close to it. So I have been thinking about how I could move the bed a little bit further away. Because yeah, I can actually imagine that it would be a little bit uncomfortable and yeah, just not ideal. I cannot move these tables closer to this, otherwise I won't be able to open the drawers and the cupboard and the washing machine. So I am thinking that perhaps I can just switch the tables with the bed. I know that's not going to make much difference with space-wise. In fact, it might make it actually worse because the bed is solid and the tables obviously have a gap underneath for the washing machine door to open and so on. But I still think it's worth a try. I think I should switch these two around and just see how that feels. Maybe it is better, maybe it's not, but I think it's worth it. It's worth a try. So I've just moved this table over here. This actually looks way better. You notice less clutter, more open space. I mean, I usually have plenty of open space on the red carpet to do exercises, but this just feels, yeah, just more open. But I know that I do need more than just this one table of space, because that is basically my tea station with snacks and lights and kettle. And this is my work table, so I do need 2 tables in this room. But I was nearly tempted to only have 1. Okay, well, it's always good to reevaluate things and see if things are still as necessary as you thought they were, and turns out in this instance they are. Okay, half of the bed has moved. I've just checked if the washing machine door can still open. It doesn't open fully, but it opens 45 degrees, which is enough obviously to get laundry in, so that's fine. And now I'm going to move this part of the bed over that way, and then hopefully slot a table or 2 in on the other side. So let's go. So the bed has moved over as much as possible, otherwise the washing machine won't open. Table is over there, and I'm really not sure if this is better. Maybe if I change the tablecloth. Honestly, that's just semantics at this point. I don't think I have another option here. I think this might be the best and only option. I'm not sure if I'm totally convinced. Another thing I didn't actually realize is that obviously the tables will be blocking, if I sit here, right? The tables will be blocking my view of the fire, which was kind of the whole point of having a glass window for the wood burner. Maybe this whole thing is not such a good idea. Ta-da! The final result, what do you think? Wood burner over there with the wood next to it. I am going to shift this wood a little bit more that way. It can go over there. That's probably the max it can go, so it's not much, but it doesn't have to be that close to the wood burner. Obviously that is not going to stay there. And I can even shift this underneath the table, so that'll work out. Da-da-da-da, hello. I'm going to move this mirror. I don't know where. Maybe in this section here, behind the wood. I might try that out later. But look at this in the meantime. I have got a little coffee table and potentially work table. I might be able to fit my laptop and tea, because I'm not drinking coffee anymore really. So tea station actually. Tea station and workstation all in one table. And it's a little table. Maybe that's going to work. I'm going to try it out. This table is empty at the moment. If it stays empty for a while, it's not going to stay in this room, because this room needs a little bit more space, especially because this table intrudes on my exercise area quite a lot. Not ideal at all, but I might need it, so I'm going to keep it there for the moment and just see how it goes. This actually feels pretty nice. I like this situation at the moment. It is a little bit tight on this side, of course, but it is totally manageable, so I'm not worried about it at all. Let's see. That opens perfectly fine. If I need that for potatoes or something, no problem. And like I said, the washing machine door opens 45 degrees. Also okay. I know, it all seems a little bit ridiculous, but you know what? I actually find it pretty cozy and comfy, so definitely not complaining. I'm pretty happy about this. I'm really happy the bed is further away from the fire. I think that's really good. I'm sure the table is far enough from it to avoid any fire hazard. I'm not worried about that at all. Yeah, so pretty nice. Cool. I have moved the mirror and I've shifted this over towards the French door. So now it is flush in line with the French door, so that I can still open the French door 90 degrees and it won't impact that opening at all. So I think that's important. Yeah, I think this is good. So this is the end result for the wood burner and its spacing. I'd say that's about 25 centimeters. Yeah, 25 centimeters between this box and the wood burner. I guess I could measure it. So fantastic news. My eyes are relatively accurate. It is actually 26.5 centimeters away from the wood burner edge corner. Yeah, just approximately like that. Now it's 28. Okay, so 26, 27, 28 centimeters away. And of course this table is way further away, so I think that should be all good. And now the only questionable thing is this curtain. It's probably not going to stay there. So might have to make a different plan about the curtain situation. But yeah, I don't think I want to have that material so close to a wood burner. No need to risk that. But look, it looks fantastic. Really, really beautiful wood burner with plenty of space around it now. And I need to get going on those walnuts. But look, I love it. It's really good. Very pleased with this setup now. I wonder how many times I'm going to move this setup. I have a feeling this is the last time. This feels really good. Yeah, okay. happy with it. So I'm testing out the new infrastructure layout design. This table is already in use. That's my chocolate over there. Chocolate table. So it's pretty comfortable. Feeling really good. And yeah, I can see out the window. There you go, window view. Flame view. Ah, little flame view, big flame view. And if I just look like this, I will probably move the little flame out of the way. And tea. I'm having rooibos. Alright, so this is looking pretty good, very promising. And I have discovered something really, really good. Look, I can just climb over the bed and I'll be in the kitchen. I wasn't able to do that with the previous layout. I had to get out of bed this way, or I mean, that's also my workplace station. So I'd be working on my laptop. I'd have to get out of bed or workplace this way, walk all around the bed, all around the tables that used to be here, into the galley sort of kitchen. But now that's not the case. I can just get out of bed this way, and look at that, I'm in the kitchen. I'm liking this layout a lot. Oh, I need to bring the kettle back to... Oh my gosh, the kettle can totally be over there, right? Maybe I'll leave the kettle over there. Ah, this is opening a lot of new possibilities. It's been such a lovely day. Oh, hi! Oh, there's a Bailey on the roof. Bye, Bailey. Oh, she just said bye. So cute. Love those mountains.